Hi dear students, in previous session we have studied what is meant by data communication. So data communication means it is the exchange of information from one person to another person through a media. And today we are going to study some basics of data communication. So before watching this video, one important instruction to you is, while watching it, assume that you are sitting in a classroom and lecture is going on. So let us start today's topic, and that is fundamentals of data communication. So as you can see on screen, there are three fundamentals of data communication, that are delivery, accuracy and timeliness. So first one is delivery. Now let us see what is delivery. It means sending a message from one person to another person or source to destination. So consider one example. Person A is sending a message to person B. Then person A is a source and person B is a destination. So source means from where we are sending a data, and destination means to where we are sending a data. In data communication, while delivering a data, destination must be very clear and correct. Otherwise, data may transfer to the wrong address or wrong person. If person A wants to send data to person B, then at that time, the data, while delivering the data, the B's address must be mentioned correctly. Means destination address must be mentioned correctly. Otherwise, the data will not be delivered to person B. So this is how delivery plays an important role in data communication. Second fundamental is accuracy. It is accuracy. Accuracy means accurate or correct data should be transferred to the destination as it is sent from the source. For example, consider person A is sending a message, "Hi, good morning" to a person B. While transferring a data from A to B, because of some intermediate interruptions or errors, the data received by person B is only "Hi." Now think, is it the data person A has sent? No, because person A has sent a message, "Hi, good morning," and person B has received only "Hi." So it is not an accurate data transfer. So for a successful data communication, accuracy is very important. Now come to third fundamental. What it is? Timeliness. In data communication, time limit is very important. Means when to transfer the data and within what time the data should be delivered. For example, if we are conducting exam tomorrow, then before exam we have to intimate you, means we have to send a notice to you. If exam is tomorrow and we send notice day after tomorrow, then what happens? This is how timeliness plays an important role in data communication. The data must be transferred within the given time span. Means the proper information or proper notice should be received by you before exam. Now come to next point. So next point is components of data communication. So as you can see on screen, there are 5 components of data communication, that are message, sender, receiver, transmission media and protocol. So these are the main parts that are involved in data communication. So with diagram you can see them. So first one is message. So what is message? Message means it is the actual data that we are transferring. Second point is sender. So sender is a source from where data is transferring. Sender is a source from where data is transferring. Third one is receiver. So receiver is a destination to where data is transferring. So fourth component is transmission media. It is a device through which we are transferring a data. Transmission media means it is a device through which we are transferring a data. Fifth one is protocol. So as you can see on screen, protocol is highlighted here. Protocol is highlighted because it is one of the important concepts in data communication. You may get question on protocol in exam for 2 marks. So now see the definition of protocol and try to remember it. Protocol is a set of rules that governs how two or more communicating persons are to interact. How two or more communicating persons are to interact. Means protocol is a set of agreements that tells source and destination about how data to be transferred. To understand all these 5 basic components, consider one example. Consider one example. That is, you are sending a mail to your friend and that mail should not be shared with others. You are sending one mail to your friend and that mail should not be shared with others. So here, what is mail? Mail itself is a message. Mail itself is a first component, that is message, and second component, sender, is you, and third component, receiver, is your friend, and fourth component, transmission media, is the device you are using to send your mail. That may be computer with internet or mobile with internet. Now what is fifth component then? That is protocol. So in this example, the fifth component is the rule that the mail should not be shared with others. So this agreement must be followed by you as well as by your friend. So protocol can be defined as these are the rules and regulations that both sender and receiver must follow. Hope you understood the meaning of protocol. Now come to another point. So that is basics of data communication. So in basics of data communication, first we see what is data representation. So every data that we are going to transfer must be represented as a set of alphabets or digits. Then what is data flow? Data flow means it represents flow of data. Flow of data. Then next basic point is types of data flow. So there are 3 types of data flow. First one is simplex. So what is meant by simplex data flow? Simplex data flow means it is unidirectional data flow. It is unidirectional data flow, means data flows only in one direction. So that is why unidirectional. For example, television. So how television is a unidirectional data flow? From television we can receive data, but we cannot send data to television. Only we can receive. So only one direction data flow, that is why it is a simplex. Then second type is half duplex. So half duplex data flow, this is a partial bidirectional data flow. Partial bidirectional data flow, because here data can flow in both directions, but only in one direction at a time. But in one direction at a time means at a time 2 direction data flow is not possible. So example, think about example for the half duplex. So example is walkie-talkie or police telephones. So in walkie-talkie we can transfer a data in both directions, but one direction at one time. Both direction at a time cannot be possible. So for half duplex, example is a walkie-talkie. Then third data flow is full duplex. So this is a bidirectional data flow. Bidirectional data flow, because here data flow in both directions at a time. Data flow in both directions at a time. For example, telephone or mobile. So in mobile we can talk to other person, at the same time the other person can also send a message, or that person can also talk to us. So both direction data flow it is. The next concept is connection and its types. So connection means what? Before exchange of data between 2 points, we need to establish a link between them. Means we need to connect both parties between which we want to exchange a data. So to do that we use a connection. So types of connections are, as you can see on screen, point-to-point connection and multi-point connection. Point-to-point connection means connection can be established and message can be transferred from one point to other point. Only from one point to other point. Multi-point connection means connection can be established and message can be transferred between more than 2 points at a time. Means more than 2 points or 3 points at a time we can transfer the message. So this is called as multi-point connection. The next concept is medium and types of medium. So medium means, already you know, this is the device that we use to transfer a message. So types of medium are guided and unguided. Guided and unguided. So one thing you have to remember is guided means wire oriented and unguided means wireless. So wire oriented means what? To transfer a data in guided form, we use a connected cable. So for example is LAN connection. LAN connection. So LAN connection means computer can be connected to a printer using a wire. So that is guided. Unguided means wireless connection. Wireless connection means their wire is not used. Means for example Wi-Fi. So using Wi-Fi also we can transfer a data or we can exchange a data, but there is no any proper wire. Okay. So next concept is network. So what is mean by network? As you can see on screen, the diagram itself depicts the meaning of network. A network is a set of devices or nodes connected by a media link. So you can see in diagram, that is some network is connected there between some devices or nodes. So here many of the computers, desktops are connected to some router. At the same time printer is also connected. So network is a set of devices connected by a media links. Here device represents computers or printers or mobiles or laptops, etc. And link refers to the communication channel. Link refers to the communication channel, for example router in the diagram. Then last point we are going to see is aim of data communication. So the aim is to exchange data from source to destination as a text, audio or video. So the main aim of data communication is data can be exchanged in the form of digital data, means as text or audio or video. Thank you.